Welcome to an episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, I've got a message for some people tonight. So make sure someone hit up the like button and invite somebody to join and let our friends know that we're on. I've just got a few things to say. Yes, because, you know, the celebration still are going. The victory happens in real time. And some people are say we lose. Some people are say we lose. They must say Karen lose. They must say 411 lose. And me just have to come talk because nobody now come take away my victory, right? And I think it's safe to speak on the other lady's behalf. So make we have this conversation tonight, guys. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. Moderator, welcome. Welcome everybody. Rock and come in. Rock and come in. Make we have a chat. How are you guys doing? How was your weekend? It's been a while since I talked to you guys live. Um, I really don't have any visuals for you tonight, so I just wanted to talk to you tonight. But tomorrow, Monday night, I'm gonna have a special guest over here, and I want to say Thursday night as well. So back up tomorrow. But tonight, let us just have this conversation real quick. So guys, according to some people in the PNP, them say we lose, my love. They say we lose. Me not go formal tonight, Me just talk to you straight. Straight as you know me can be. The people them say we lose. Why them say that? They say we lose because Dayton gets seat, Bunting gets seat. Cause you know say we and them a war. Okay? Bunting and Dayton Campbell. Because they are the ones, well, that's why me and them did a war, because they're the ones who created this cult and this mob to character assassinate people, and they targeted me. So that's why me and them did a war. Probably still a war, okay? But anyway, them say we no win. Them say we don't win. So if them want to question our victory, make we talk about who really win and who really lose. We already know the Jamaica Labour Party win, but with all of this going on, guys, the JLP's victory is a shared victory. And not just the Jamaica Labour Party alone win, okay? A win for the JLP is a win for Jamaica. That is first and foremost. A win for the JLP is a win for people like me, because I'm a Jamaican. I'm a choose Jamaica. I'm a love Jamaica. I'm a represent for Jamaica. A win for the JLP is a win for all well-thinking Jamaicans, whether they are yard or they are abroad. So it's kind of like a shared victory kind of thing, right? No, PNP, let me ask you something. Is Bunting going to get the security ministry or the finance ministry? The answer to that is no. Is Dayton Campbell going to get any ministry? No, absolutely not. Is Damian Crawford, who is the biggest loser out of all of this, going to get education ministry? And most importantly, is Damian Crawford going to be able to challenge Mark Golden for leadership? No. Want to say about losing? Want to say? Eh? Let me tell you something, because it look like a phone maths not mathsing. I will never understand the assignment from day one. We out here, people like me, people like Karen, people like 411, we have been, over the last 5 years, the vanguards of truth, right? We promote truth, truthful politics, truthful information, because we see what disinformation has done to some countries and some people, right? We see disinformation cause a hell of a riot over England a couple of years ago, right? Not even a couple of years ago, I believe it was last year. So disinformation has become a threat in our society, becomes a threat to countries and different groups. That's been the primary fight all this time. So the number one focus has always been to make sure that our country stays out of the hands of the PNP. That was the primary focus. And that battle has been won. So what are you guys saying? All I know, we're so to get seats. I go sit down on the opposition benches. None of them go in a ministry. We can rest good at night time, knowing that none of them over finance ministry. We can rest good at night time, knowing that Dr. Chang is our national security minister. We not fear worry. Say man I go get robbed. Man pitney I go get sought after. If you guys know what I mean, underage minor child in his house. And we can't guard the house, can't guard the country. We not fear, we not have them the stress there now. Our country is in good hands. We trust the people who are there. And we trust that if the people there are not doing right by the people, we will speak and they will have no choice but to listen. So what you know saying, me not understand. I don't want to try and take away people victory. We don't get no victory, we don't get no victory. Because the same way you come in, the same way you ride out. You come in pan the opposition horse, and the same opposition horse you ride out pan. What you mean? I want you to tell me what you mean. Okay? It don't make no sense. A victory. Yeah, we have victory, we get victory. Yes, the truth of the matter is, not even PNP people now want bunting in a parliament. Not even PNP people now want Dayton Campbell in a parliament. But then could have in a parliament look more. From they now pilot the country. From they not in the driver's seat. And from we can rest with it good at night time. That is all that matters. That is all that matters. So when I talk say, when they all over the place that talk about Karen laws. Which part Karen laws? We Karen laws. Maybe if Karen did do, like what Bunting do, Bunting would never see it. If Karen did a walk and pay people, go pay PNP people them for stay home. Like how Bunting and the rest of them drop how much in million to get seat. I buy them by seat, you know. I want to know, you know. But they never have enough money to buy the 18 seat where them did need. So maybe if Karen did go down to South Manchester with the millions them like what Bunting use, maybe he would their parliament. But that is the least of our concern. Our main concern is our country is in the safe hands of the Jamaica Labour Party as it was last election. And that's all that matters. Won't not come with the heap of confusion for. Don't try and confuse us, because we don't work with confusion. We're happy over here. And the mission has been accomplished. All who work and spread disinformation, tell lie on people, fabricate lie on people, tell lie on our country, go on foreign style, go tell lie on our country, and tell lie on our government. Them people there for hold the opposition bench, from Bunting, Dayton, go straight down. The whole of have to sit down on the opposition bench. That's great. That's great for Jamaica. I love that for Jamaica. So what am I saying? When the argument not all no weight, I don't know if, I never have an answer on, because I think being in this whole election grief, denial stage, I say, all right, maybe at the denial, maybe their head now work good. But me can't make you take away victory. Me can't do that. When you get defeated, and I'll know when you not realize it. Poor no. Poor no. When you get defeated, 10,000 votes and 7 seats. You know, come here. 10,000 votes down and 7 seats down. I don't want to talk to people about losing. I don't know the biggest loser. I don't know seat all now. Eh? Miss said, Jesus. What can go so, people? Good night, everybody. Uno rock and come in. Me say, Uno is so defeated. That's Uno even want carry the pride. After me say them mix up is a shame. The people them come out and say them accept defeat. They say they now They not challenge nothing. Them say them don't have no evidence of anything wrong. They say they don't want to recount. And even so, uno still a talk about say, uno want to carry the Prime Minister's election result in his constituency to election court. Uno say uno mad out. Uno mad out. Nobody else not mad out but uno, you know. And only when you lose, you're mad out, you know. Nobody else not mad out but uno. So uno can't contact to nobody about victory. In any competition, in any race, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. And in this case, who win the election? Who lose the election? Rise United PNP lose and the JLP win. Nothing else after that no matter. Me I tell you no. Nothing else matters. So when you never talk about say Karen lose, and me lose, and Michelle lose. I lie on tell her uno lose. I wanna lose. But one of them day, yeah, in the few coming days, somebody's going to duck on with a pan of water and wake up and make you realize, smell the coffee so you lose. We now walk at about people lose and are only in opposition same way next 5 years. Lord of mercy, this don't make sense. And just the PM's constituency over 2,000 votes. You see this thing with the Prime Minister, I told you guys already, you know, say, them people here, what them are going with, it is personal. It's personal. Mark Golden, I don't know why this is, but he has a genuine hate to me for the Prime Minister. The way that he speaks of the Prime Minister, the way his whole attitude toward the Prime Minister, it reeks of hate to me. Because if you are going to accept the results, then why you feel the need to prolong? And even if you go recount and wholeness lose, the JLP still from the government, you know? Account, you know, can't count, you know? Me, you know, I'll talk about, say, minority government. You don't know A from Bullfoot. What is a minority government? If we have 63 seats and the government has the majority of the seat, how no come by minority? And if the government is a minority government, it means that the opposition is a worse minority. So, you no understand politics, you can't count. Minority government, people call themselves content creator, people call themselves influencer, them out here use the language of minority government and then don't understand what it means. The government has majority of the seats. If you want to have the conversation about low voter turnout, that is different. We can have that conversation. And the low voter turnout that we are seeing, it's not an indictment on the government, because the PNP has lower votes. The JLP has the popular vote by 10,000. So, uno head mix up. And this is why, guys, it is so important for the members of parliament to stay close to their constituents and help educate them. That way they don't come talk these foolishness. And when other people I try to influence them wrongfully and I tell them lies against uno, they can't do that because uno don't educate uno people already. Education. It look like so they don't see set of people them gravitate to the PNP in this time, and I don't know why. And this is why it is so important to have people like us out here bringing the truth and bringing the facts. Me not have no other motive, you know. I never had any other motive from the very beginning other than I wanted to make sure that the road when I see the politics are go down where they can target citizens. Major political party, the PNP, targeting citizens even in the diaspora with fabricated information, false information, paying media houses to character assassinate, to silence people, are the worst thing that them could have ever do. Worst thing. And then they escalate it. They're going after the Prime Minister of Jamaica, trying to destroy his reputation, trying to smear his campaign, his character. Whenever them tell lie upon the country, you see right now them a wage war upon CARICOM because CARICOM come and do the election observation. And they're trying to discredit CARICOM. These people, these people that they not understand themselves, they're sick in them head, you know. Very sick in them head. And I saw that a long time ago. So that has been my only motive. And yes, I am going to celebrate victory. I don't care if 28 I want to sit down on the opposition bench. For I want to sit down in the driver's seat, the pilot seat of the country. We're winning. We are winning. It no matter. We don't want to in our finance ministry. We don't want to in our education ministry. We don't want to in our security ministry. Move from there. We're winning. Jamaica 411, good night. There needs to be a treason act. No joke about it. Serious something. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you. The people them say they we lose. So if we lose, what them do? Them loser. No, 411. If we lose, what them do? The people, my friend, when me see me, I feel say, well, on there, we lose how? Because Bunting and Dayton get seat. We don't care they want buy seat, they don't buy seat and go sit down on the opposition bench. It don't change nothing. Like really, Jamaica still gonna have responsible people at the wheel. That is it. They can't accept say they lost. What is this? Same style they use, you know. I nearly killed Peter Phillips, you know. Because they couldn't accept that Peter Phillips beat them. But listen. Make we talk about Connecticut. You know, remember that time when members of the opposition went to Connecticut. Mark Golding, I think Angela Brownberg was there. And I think they were there with some association. What's the name again? Some kind of league where them affiliated with in the New York City area. You remember when Golding went up there and told the comrades them that the JLP's communication is, quote, powerful. Him talk some other things too, saying that the JLP buy out the media and that kind of something. But when he made that admission that the JLP's communication is powerful, that was an admission of inadequacy, and it was also an admission of defeat. All them something there, you know. Them now looking at themselves, you know. Now the person where them put in charge of communication, what do we have? She's been busy spending all her time and effort to find a seat on the opposition benches with Uno. And she messed Uno up too. So even when you don't have Uno buy out one entire YouTube channel, and Uno couldn't match the communication of the JLP. Uno couldn't even match this YouTube channel here. But in a feature, Uno. So Uno mean a long time we're winning. And not just September 3rd we're winning long time. Long time we're winning. But if I'm telling you something, you see when you not talk about say Dayton and and Bunting win seat, listen to this, the only people them who are in favor of them are the PNP full people them. Yes, the PNP full people them. Because you can't see man a come from somewhere else so the people them fling them because them are loser. They not give no good representation. And only PNP that take up them there. So you call that a victory? Really? You guys don't uno show quality in the rubbish pan. Uno not understand quality, uno not value quality. Uno should have shame on yourself. Like seriously, uno should have really and truly shame on yourself. You know why uno should have shame? Uno should have shame on yourself. Say Bunting could not go back to Central Manchester. We could talk about it. He couldn't go back, couldn't put a foot back there. Dayton Campbell could go back down a centre and went born. Couldn't. Uno not shame about that. Uno not find that to be a loss. That is a loss. Bad to bad. Dwayne Vaz could have go back to the full people them and then take him back. But Ian Yales, Bunting, Dayton, them could not go back. They must focus somewhere else. Big up Trelawney people them. Trelawney people them smart. They run with McNeil and so forth. So no contact about defeat. I don't know the biggest defeat out of this whole election thing. What amount of lie you tell? What amount of fabricate story upon people and try to bring down people? You shouldn't even lose the election. Because everybody else come with truth. But truth is always going to prevail and truth is always going to win. What amount of lie you tell upon people? Down to the very 11th hour, the night of election, una put out propaganda, attack, say the Prime Minister is charged or going to be charged by FID. Uno disinformation, uno propaganda. As for the government, what do you plan to do about disinformation in Jamaica? Since COVID-19, we've seen other countries implement new legislation, new laws to protect their country, their people, their national security against disinformation because it's a real problem. So I don't know if there was anything in the manifesto about that. You understand? So what I really like to know. Truth shall set you free. And money make all of them win. Money. Just like how Golden could have come tell the cupboards them, so oh no, give me the leadership, me gonna $10 million. Money. Then can't go to people them and make people them looking at them eyes to them genuine. And go to the people them with a plan and argument were believable. Me telling you when I say they have accepted permanent opposition. They have. Because when them have a sign say Golden for stay there, a man will just lose 2 elections, say for stay there, and none of them can challenge him. They might just settle for a position on the opposition bench. They don't have ambition over there. No ambition they have over there. And they want to talk to somebody about losing? Come on now, make it make sense. One thing I know is that JLP is going to be in power for a long time. Remember me, they tell you to the 4th term loading, Didn't I think the day after election, I'm telling you, say the 4th term is loading. Nobody can stop it. The only somebody who can stop it is the Jamaica Labour Party. But the 4th term definitely loading. So make we hurry up with the celebration so we can start to roll out what we roll out and do what we do. Good night, everybody. Guys, don't hit the like button for me. Message to PNP over here so tonight. The only somebody will lose at uno. No loser, no. Do we look like losers over here? No. I uno loser. Everything, every argument when you come with you lose, can't be a lie on a tell. I want to know buy out YouTube channel. Uno still couldn't make it. Influencer, not even Bujo Bantan, cartel, nobody could fix uno. Uno lose. Could lose. 10,000 vote lose. 7 seats down. Uno lose. How uno lose? Let me see. Tell me why it's only the JLP MPs are saying thanks to their constituents. Because the Rise United them not really respect people. Them a user, you know. Them a user. They not really care. I mean, even though them lose, right? Them could at least say to the people them, thank you. But then on a humility. Remember we talk about humility over here one night, you know. Already the video I put up over here. But humility. And I said that what the JLP has over the PNP is humility. If I did the JLP lose this election, they would have come out and concede and go hold them rest and hold them corner until Parliament open. Go do them reflection and come back to the people. But PNP cannot do that because them don't have no humility. Them can concede and concede genuinely and tell the Jamaican people say, we respect your will to give back the mandate to the Jamaica Labour Party. They cannot do that because they're anti-democratic. And this is why we all have a collective responsibility as members of the Jamaican family and community to make sure that we are safeguarding our democracy from the PNP. We all have a duty. You know, finish it. I put up a post over here, mostly this morning, where I was saying, you know, if this channel influenced you or your family or anybody in any way enough to exercise your vote and to help put back the government there or to keep out the PNP. If this channel has influenced you and you did that, thank you. But the work is not done. The work is not done. You're still gonna have them coming out with a lie. They have not learned anything. They are not behaving like they've learned anything. So we have a duty to continue to make sure that we're all participating in safeguarding our democracy. Our democracy is under threat. These people have been a threat to our country since, you know, this cult came about. Serious threat. Happy Sunday. Losers will always be losers. Yeah, and them will always be losers to a point where they must celebrate losing and defeating. How? Me don't understand. Dr. Kenneth Russell was in his constituency this evening telling the voters thanks. Okay, that's good. PNP are real cult. Winners watch winning, losers watch losing. Me nah look on them. Them say Karen lose and we lose. How? How? When everybody will buy a seat, sit down on opposition. How? Lose which part? I want to lose. I cannot wait to see the continuation of development so we can carry the development on this channel because I love positivity. When I time for deal with negativity and negative people, we deal with them quick and fast and move on. But I cannot wait to see the good things that is about to happen in Jamaica. I cannot wait to see what the crime rate will be at the end of this year. That's one of the big things that I'm looking out for. I put up a post over here a couple of days ago where so far this year, as of August, as of the last day of August, right? Between January 1st and the last day of August, we've only had about 459 homicides, a 23-year low. That is huge. These are the things that we want to be talking about. I did tell you, say by the end of the year, it's going to be 500, you know. But me not know, right? Because if we have 459 right now, then, you know, I mean, if it gets to 500 or stays below 500, I should say, that's a step in the right direction, right? So, make we see how it go. But I do believe that it is going to be definitely going to be lower this year, and it's going to be lower next year, and the following year, and the following year. Because why? We keep out Rise United from out our government. We keep out Rise United from out our government. So we know, say, the work that the government has been doing, the foundation they've laid, where national security is concerned, it is bearing fruit, and it's wonderful. It's great. And these are the things that we stand for, that these are the things that we stand up for. I am also looking forward to having a continuation of no new taxes, the continuation of social houses for the less fortunate, a continuation of, you know, the decrease in unemployment. I am looking forward to the first increase in minimum wage. Shall I go on? Whole heap of good things. May I look upon the continuation of infrastructure development, what go on with the education system, all these things. Healthcare. I'm looking forward to the grand opening of the Children's Hospital. The ones them we are renovate, the clinics them we are reopen after them close down a whole heap of the clinic them in the country. Whole heap of things, good things. So that we're talking about. And that falls under the subtitle of Victory 2025. Talk to you now. Yeah, that is underneath the victory. Victory 2025. Victory for Jamaica. Victory for Jamaicans. Victory for healthcare. Victory for national security. Victory for everything. Only on a party na that's why we not use you know. Because all we need good for have to tear down people, character assassinate people and tell lie upon people. We're not using you know. Go on back in our cave and our cult. You cannot steal our joy. New hospitals being built. Yes, the good things them. BBL MP. Moderator, no bother with it. A new KPH, imagine that. Eh? A new KPH. Good night, everybody. Welcome. So, how you doing? Tomorrow night, we're going to have Mr. Easton Edwards over here, a former councillor from down in Hanover. Because somebody called over here the other night from Hanover talking about, you know, the MPs who did not make it in the election, talking about the work of some people and stuff like that. So, you know, there's always two sides to a story. And we're going to do kind of like a parish profile, right? A parish profile is you look at the historical factors where the politics in each parish is concerned, right? And you look at what just happened in the general election. So there are a lot of moving parts, and I find it to be interesting, you know. And then of course, at some point we're gonna have to talk about the cabinet. We wanna look for in the next JLP cabinet. And one thing me really I look for, you know, is that make sure say Dr. Chang stays at the National Security Ministry. That is all my expectation. And that if that is not so, that is something that I would not be happy about. Hello, good night, everybody. Good night. Welcome, welcome. Favor, Eastern St. Andrew, Augustone. Big up on yourself, guys, wherever you're watching from. So this is a very interesting week, guys. The risers, them, are going to finally have to come to terms with the reality that they lost the election. This week is the swearing in of the Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, third time swearing in as Prime Minister, guys, at 53 years old. So, me don't know if the riser them are go on and eat them bed this week, go hide their face. Me don't know what them are going to do. You love security ministry. Yeah, man, me love security ministry because a long time we have fight this fight with the crime. So, and as I've said over here before, I have spoken very strongly um when Portia was there, you know, when social media really became a thing where people attack politics. Under Portia's leadership in Jamaica, I was very vocal with other Jamaicans out here saying, what are you guys doing about this crime in the country? When we became the homicide capital of the world, right? And I even talked about it when this government came in. But we didn't really know the plans because me never hear the plans of the government. Or maybe it's because they had a communication deficit. I don't know. But I didn't hear them saying, listen, be patient with us. We are planning to revamp our police force. We're planning to revamp our police stations. We're planning to do this, do that, pump more money into the security ministry. I always see murder, guana. So when we finally know I see it a go down and a go down, everybody ears perk up. We're wondering what changed. What are you doing? Right? And this is why we had Dr. Chang over here explain to us, to me, to you, to the country, steps that, you know, he has taken over the years since what, 2018, when he first assumed the role of National Security Minister. So 18, from 2018, 19, 20 come right down. So I want to see that it took time. It took time, effort, changes, and now we can look and see say, you know, the crime gone down for true. When we see where the Dunga Mandeville, the standoff that happened between this person then called Brown Man and the police force. And when you see the SWAT team come in, me say, boy, Jamaica really upgrade. Because SWAT team in a Jamaica, and then come in nice and decent, and them not in a no whole heap of accolades. Them just did it, you know, taking the right steps to make sure that they bring it to an end, and they did successfully. So when I see those things, I have to smile, I have to be proud, I have to big up Dr. Chang. You know, I have to big up the government for making sure that the security minister had everything that he needed to execute, you know, Jamaica's national security um, issues being fixed. Guys, you see, me not understand why the PNP could have didn't want to come back to Jamaicans, with what is happening, for example, in the National Security Ministry. When you did hear anything from them about national security? Me never hear nothing from them, you know. Me never hear them talk nothing about no policy and no this and no that. Where them could have said, all right, we no do this with national security, but here's where we can do better. If we win, here is where we can pick up and do better. I never hear them talk about national security and what they can do better and would do better. I didn't hear. The only thing I heard from them was when Bunting came out and said the government cannot take credit. No, me have to laugh. The government cannot take credit for the homicides going down. That's all me hear come from them. But me never hear them come with no plan and say, all right, we're going to do this or we're going to do that. They had no plan. They had no plan for education. When I say them have to make teachers and students stay over 2 hours, they never have no plan. The only thing, upon the economy, then come with 3.5. 3.5 where them have to go redo and come back and fix back and can't explain how them are going to grow the country and how them are going to grow the economy. Can't explain nothing. So they never come with nothing. But come to think of it, when it comes down to national security, me never hear them come with no plan. Nothing at all. Guys, who don't like up a life for me, please and thanks. Manifesto light. All them sitting there, me never hear yet. They actually gave the government credit with the tree. Me never hear that. Nella, me never hear that. Me hear them say, they can't give the government no credit for bring down the crime. They say the government can't take credit because they use SOE and SOE never work on them. One heap of foolish. Me don't know where they get them a talking point from. Those set of people are a set of vile and wicked. Don't know what to say. It's true. That's all they know how to do and do best is to be vile and wicked, right? Look what happened to the woman with Scotty, do the woman down St. Elizabeth, the election day worker. In any civilized country, you know that your most important workers and people who you protect the most are your election workers. And it's so sad to see that that woman get up out of her bed, went to work in the election to help make Jamaica's democracy go through smoothly on the day. And for said the woman get lick in her face, glasses lick off her face, glasses broke and all kind of something. Seriously? That is so wrong. So not nice. But anyway, guys, that is all I come for say tonight. Come for say to the Rise United people and the PNP people we are walk up and down on social media and say Karen lost, 411 lost, JPU lost. The only people who lost are Uno. Uno lost by 10,000 votes and Uno lost by 7 seats. Uno can't talk to me over here, so. If me hear from Karen, all right, man. Nobody no lose but Uno. Uno can't talk to me because all the seats who want to buy and they sitting there are right on the opposition bench when I go sit down when Parliament open. We don't have no ministry a sit down in. We don't know where I go. Right which part we did there before on the opposition benches. What are you talking about? 28 seats for 28 bank accounts. Same way. Anyway, guys, let us catch up. Come back tomorrow to hear Mr. Easton Edwards about, his take on Hanover, the parish profile of Hanover, what they've had for representation over the last 5 years, and the result of the general election that just took place September 3rd. All of the Virgos them who are celebrating their birthday, right, in the month of September year, bless upon yourself. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll catch you in the next live tomorrow. Big up.